Well, howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to X4 with Star Wars Mod. Today, we're going to be looking at the patch. New patches coming out. We're not going to showcase everything. There's still things that are work in progress. We're going to go over the patch notes themselves, what's been released to me, anyways. The patch notes, and we're also going to be looking at a few ships. Not all of them. A few ships have been redacted because they don't want to talk about them just yet. But yeah, we're going to be going over several ships, and yeah, so I hope you guys really enjoy this, and let's go ahead and just roll the footage. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're on board the Hawk. If you haven't seen the video already, what are you doing? Go watch the video, full ship review. But we're mainly going to be covering over the patch notes and a couple of ships that you guys saw. I do want to make mention, I'm not going to go into depth of the Arrestor Cruiser. I actually don't even have it in the save. But I felt like that was a good little, teaser to have. We are going to be taking a good look at that ship soon. I was waiting for the go-ahead. Just waiting for the go-ahead. But today we're going to be looking at a couple other ships. We're not going to do full reviews on them today because they are a work in progress. There's going to be several things that are going to be changing about it, but we're still going to look over the paper stats, walk around them, check out all the new custom assets and interiors. But, oh yeah, what ships are those? And that is the YT-1300 from Han Solo. And we're also going to be looking at the Victory Wing or Victor Wing or something like that. It's very weird. It reminds me of very Star Trek-y, but it's cool. It's really, really cool. And we're going to be putting that thing through a little bit of combat testing today, maybe. Because that's pretty much the only one that's going to be shipped the exact same, other than the Hawk. But everything else has still got a couple of works that are in the works for those ships. So there's still a lot of things coming. So let's go ahead and look straight into the patch notes. Okay, so first off, before we actually delve straight into the patch notes, a couple clarifications, and I'm going to pull up these screenshots here. So yeah, it's like, if you guys haven't already known the details, like I have been posting on the Discord, and if you haven't joined the Discord, what are you doing? Stop what you're doing. Link in the description below. Join the Discord today. Add your ship to the mercenary fleet. Okay, so there's a couple things. Another content creator, Outer Exodus, if you haven't followed his channel yet, go check him out on Twitch. But Outer Exodus was asking if we're going to be able to stream this patch or not, and Shulo said no, don't. It has unfinished assets. So yeah, that's true. So we're going to be looking at patch notes, and last little bit, it's like, where's the update? What more stuff can we showcase? And that's what I'm going to showcase to you guys here in a second. But yeah, I asked Shulo directly, and Shulo, he said, going to need to wait for a bit. And I was like, understood. But Griff chimes in, has to put out there, is like, maybe I should stream Dark Tide for a while. Yeah, I know, I've been playing a lot of Dark Tide. I've been playing a lot of Dark Tide. It's fun. Okay, so if we're looking at the patch notes right here, there's the new ships list, and these are some of the ships that we're going to look at in here today. I don't have any footage or I'm going to cover the Sea Rock. There's still some things that need to be changed and worked on it, but he's already showcased it in the developer sneak peeks, as well as the Arrestor Cruiser, so we know those are coming. Mountain Cal auxiliary ships aren't in the game, but it's got new tweaks, new weapons. It's going to get a full overhaul, and I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, we've got new sectors. Yeah, Terrace. Oh, so good to see you again. The new Bispin Treaty. We're looking forward to this because we're also looking at a new mission type. But yeah, so there's also a new game start, Cressel Prisoner. We got new guns and new turrets, which I'm super excited to go over today. Custom station announcement voiceovers. So yeah, we're starting to get some new custom voices. I mentioned it before that it's going to be a thing coming in the future. But yeah, so we're also got the Guild Wars subscription missions. Not in the beta just yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. Black Sun, Redacted, and Redacted sectors. Yes, that's right. Redacted. But yeah, so there's going to be new Black Sun territories, new Black Sun areas that we're going to be looking at in the future. That'll be for a future video. And new shield capacities have been increased, but recharge decreased. So yeah, we're going to see a lot of tweaks. Outer sector combat's definitely been tweaked. I'm looking forward to testing out a lot of that. Haven't been able to test out much of it. Have done doing some battles here and there, but with the new updates, like there's a couple assets with a couple of new ships when they're on the very edge of renderings, like they can cause a little bit of issues. But yeah, new faction icons and fixes some ships not being able to shoot missiles. So yeah, there's a lot of new tweaks and a lot of new fixes. So like it's going to be a full-on patch, but yeah, I can't wait to showcase all the ships that are coming. Like there's some really cool ones coming. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the ships that we have today. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, coming up on the V-Wing, the Victor Wing. And like this thing is awesome. Like this thing is really is awesome. And it's like these little airlocks things on the sides. Like they fold up and they're actual windows. So that's really cool. Yeah, we got a little elevator to go up to the top turret. More access. And the transporter's right there. So yeah, it's like everything works and everything. And it's like I love the cockpit design. It's like you literally feel like you're in a bunker when you're in this thing. But here she is on the exterior. And she looks pretty cool. Like I think she looks really cool. And yeah, she does have an AG-2G on a small. So, I mean, I'm really curious to see how she works in combat. Because, like, we already have problems enough with the Scruggs. The Scrug H6s with their tractor beam or ion or laser turret being so deadly on being on that flat part platform. And it's like, here we are with another flat platform. And it's got an AG-2G. And I'm just curious to see how well it's going to work. And I'm wondering if that little ramp part on the back is going to get in the way of the AG-2G being able to fire to the rear. Because I'd like to have full 180 degree clearance with it. Because there's not one on the bottom. There's only one on top. Alright, so here we are. We got 3 R41s here. And I figured this would be a good test for this ship. Like, this is just a first look on the combat of it. Like, first impressions, and this was my first time flying it, but first impressions is I feel like this ship is going to be better off served against as like just something to collect to your fleet more than an actual practical fighter. Because I mean, we already looked at the stats of her, and yeah, they're okay. It's like we just lose so much speed in the turn. It's like that turret is helpful, but it's not. I don't know why you stopped there for.
R41 Star Chaser.
Anyway, our shields are still up, and we had 3 of them in the fight the whole time. Yeah, she's just not very maneuverable is the problem. Like, she's not bad in the joust, but she's got the same output as an X-Wing, minus the turret, and the turret's really not doing all that much damage for us. So we all know that AG-2Gs actually benefit in the more number that they have. I'm looking at E-Raider. It's like we're losing so much speed. It's like they can pull away and get distance on us real quick. And there's still one more around here somewhere. I just don't know where he went. I think he ran. I think he got scared because, you know, killed off. Oh, no, that's a defender. Open up. Okay, so he's docking with it. I don't think we're going to be able to take on a defender, so I'm not going to do that today. But yeah, that's the first look at combat with the Victor. So what else do we have going on? And that is the Han Solo YT-1300. And I really, really like this thing. She has all of the right curves and the graphics of her. Like the detail. Like it was very well done, this model. Very, very well done. And the interior is the exact same as the regular YT-1300, except I feel like this thing's a lot cleaner, a lot shinier, more polished. Like it feels like the difference between Han Solo's Millennium Falcon and Lando's Millennium Falcon, if you know what I mean. It's like everything just feels so much cleaner and polished and shiny.
YT-1300.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna get the same respect out of her as you would a regular YT-1300. But I do need to let you guys know she does not have the forward firing blasters, and her current outfit is AG-1Gs. Yeah, it's a single barreled gun, and I haven't really been able to see what it's capable of in combat yet, but the ship itself is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so I can't go through the lists with you guys because you guys might be able to see the name of a ship and stuff like that. It's going to be really hard to, block that one out. So right here we got the YT-1300 and the YT-1300M. And the M is the Millennium Falcon that we know of from the original trilogy. The regular YT-1300 is the one that we know from Disney's Han Solo. So yeah, as you guys can see, the stats are significantly different. And they're both preset to high preset. As you guys can see, the turret output is half. 10,000 less on both shield and hull. Recharge delay is a lot faster. But the container storage, don't know if you guys looked at that. Much bigger on the YT-1300. And missiles, none. And one less crew, looks like. I don't know why there's one less crew. That doesn't make any sense. There's more space on the inside. Questions. But anyways, that's the YT-1300. So what are we looking like with the Victor? And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. So the Victor wing, in its respective roles, like a ship that I feel like it kind of fits the mold with, is going to be like the Porax 38B, the B wing, or even Y wing, BTLB. I feel like that's where the Victor wing kind of fits. It's not a maneuverable starfighter. It's more of a brawler. Trying to get as much damage as it can on target. And that's kind of I kind of feel like that's where it really fits. The problem is, though, is that it really lacks in the DPS department. It does have the turret on top, providing that consistent fire and everything like that, but it just doesn't come close. So, as you guys can see, it's like in the hull department, it's right there in the middle between the Porax and the B-Wing. But the B-Wing and the Porax both have way superior firepower, but they lack a turret. So, hang on, give me 2 seconds, and we're going to switch over to the Y-Wing and the Scrugg H6 and see where it lines up with them. And here we are. So, we've got the Y-Wing up here and the Scrugg H6, and both of them have 5,000 HP on the hull. They got 5,000 on hull, each of them. They're at 19,000, whereas the Victor Wing's sitting at 14,000. However, the shields are much better on the Victor, but as you guys can see, it's like in the maneuverability department, he's a little bit sluggish. I mean, the roll is a little better than the B-Wing, and so is the yaw. Oh, that's what we did. Hang on. 2 seconds. This I can go over. Be careful with your high presets sometimes, guys. Okay, so now we can see that yaw, pitch, and roll. The Victor Wing is definitely taking the cake on the maneuverability department, but it's that acceleration. That initial acceleration, like I said, is just so much problematic. But if you guys look, it's like overall in the stats, it's like even in the DPS department, it's like you're really going to give up your maneuverability on acceleration and get rid of your damage for a more powerful turret. It's up to you. It really is. I just don't see the Victor Wing being very practical here in game, but it is going to be a nice addition, as like for doing a bounty hunter or doing just like a starfighter pilot trying to do combat missions like a mercenary, or just trying to build up like your own first little squadron of hodgepodge ships, like you can do a lot with the Victor Wing. It's going to be very, very iconic, and really as just a good addition to a collection of ships here in X4. And I'm really gonna be adding the Victor Wing to my collection, absolutely, because just imagine if you had a squadron of like, I don't know, an R41, a Victor Wing, actually both of the Mandalorian ships, both of them, the Razor Crest and the custom N1. So you have both of those in there, and then throw in, say, like a Scrug H6, or even a Dune Lizard, or a Caligula, or a Kirax fighter. Actually, Kirax would be perfect in that group. And maybe throw in like an A-wing here or there, or maybe like an X-wing or a Z95. Like have this like crazy squadron of just like, you know, mercenaries. I don't know. So like you can really decide what you guys want out of the Victor Wing. I think it's going to be a really cool ship to have. I just don't think that in the combat environment or combat arena, Victor Wing is going to be able to pull out the cake. There's much better starfighters out there that are probably going to be just as affordable, if not cheaper. Just bear that in mind, guys. Just bear that in mind. And that's pretty much it for the patch. It's like you guys know all about the Y-Wing, and it's just a less Y-Wing. That make not Y-Wing, but the Millennium Falcon. Oh God, can't believe I said Y-Wing, which is the YT-1300. Whoops. Anyways, so if you guys have enjoyed, if you guys are new around here, go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Laters, everybody.